right, let's talk about this with our CNN political contributor, the Democratic strategist, Donna Brazil, and CNN contributor, the Republican strategist, Alex Castellanos. Guys, thanks very much for coming in. What do you make of his explanation, which he says he was just joking, although at the time, at least if you look at the video, you look at the crowd reaction, didn't sound like it was a joke. People weren't laughing, they were applauding.
Well, you know, with Herman Cain, he's always joking. But was it something more? Was there a little germ of truth in the joke? And I think there was. I think this is part of the education of Herman Cain, Wolf. There's a difference between being in the back of the pack as a candidate and all of a sudden you're a potential front runner. And when people start looking at you as a president and not just a minor league candidate, you have to watch what you say. Herman's learning that.
One thing to be a radio talk show host, it's another thing to be a presidential candidate. Do you buy, Donna, his explanation that he was simply joking?
No, I don't, Wolf, because as you know, in the Republican debates, we've heard all kind of what I call ridiculous arguments about really critical issues. We saw them laughing, the audience laughing when one of the candidates talking about the uninsured. And we also saw, of course, Wolf in one of the debates mocking a gay soldier and laughing when there was a discussion about the number of executions in Texas. This is a serious subject. Our immigration system is broken. That's why the president has doubled the number of border patrols. That's why last year we secured the borders even better. We had more people removed from the border. So I think the president's approach is the right approach, which is a comprehensive approach to immigration reform in this country.
Is this just a gaffe, or is it going to be serious? Is it going to blow over? What do you think?
As a first time around the track here for Herman Cain, he's going to get the benefit of a doubt the first couple of times. Everybody knows he's kind of new to the scene. He is an interesting and amusing and optimistic guy. So people, I think, are going to give him a break, but he can't keep doing this or he'll slide back down into the pack.
What do you think, Donna, of the fact that right now, according to all of the polls, including ours, he's right at the top? An African-American, a black man, right at the top tier of the Republicans, among the conservatives. What do you think about that?
Oh, I think it's remarkable. But look, Wolf, if you look around this country, we have African-Americans serving in statewide positions. Of course, we have an African-American Republican on the U.S. Supreme Court, African-Americans serving statewide in Florida and Texas. So, look, we have conservatives, blacks, conservatives, liberal, moderates, and Herman Cain right now has done a phenomenal job and not only coalition in support of the Tea Party. The question is, can he put together an organization? Can he win enough delegates to secure the Republican nomination? And if he secures the nomination, then you know what? We'll have a historic election in 2012.
Is it realistic at all, do you think, Alex, that an African-American will be the Republican nominee this time around?
Well, it just goes to show you who the party of diversity and equal opportunity is. It's obviously the Republicans, Wolf. Yes, sure, I absolutely do. You know, I think for a long time we also suspected that if a woman was president, it might have to actually be a Republican woman to bring people across the 50-yard line. But of course America's ready for that. Yeah, Herman Cain will be judged like every other candidate on the Republican side on his merits, on his leadership abilities, on his principles. And right now, he's the best orator and the most charismatic candidate in the field.
We'll see how he does at the debate here in Las Vegas tomorrow night. Donna, if he were to get the Republican nomination, and that's a big if still at this point, no one knows what's going to happen between now and the end of the Republican contest. The last time around, 2008, the president got about 95% of African-American votes in the United States. How do you think that would split up next time around? It's obviously very early in the process.
Well, as you know, Wolf, African-American voters, like all Americans, they want a president who will not only fight for the issues that they care about, jobs and the economy. That is number one in the African-American community, like it is among all African-Americans. Look, the allegiance to the Democratic Party is because the Democratic Party is a party of opportunity. The Democratic Party has reached out to African-Americans. When Alex said diversity, there's room for diversity in both political parties. The fact that we only have one African-American as governor of a state in this country. We need more gender diversity in this country. Only 6 female governors. So I welcome diversity and opportunity for all Americans in both political parties.
The president, though, Donna, has created a real opportunity for Republicans in the black community, minority communities, Hispanic communities, because no one is suffering the pains of the Obama economy more than black Americans. Unemployment rates are going through the roof there, especially for young people. So we have, I think, Republicans have an opportunity, a candidate like Herman Cain, for example, somebody who has lived that success and can lead from example. You know, President Obama, an economic expert, is somebody who studied the economy. Herman Cain is an economic expert because he's been successful.
Well, let me
hold your thought, because I know you'd like to respond, but unfortunately we can't right now.
Because that's
You'll be out here in Vegas. You're on your way out of here. Are you coming out here tomorrow, Donna? You're going to be in Vegas tomorrow.
I am on my way, and it will not stay in Vegas when I get there, Alice. Trust me.
I know. All right.
See you at the tables.
Get ready,
right,
Donna.
brother.
Thanks very much. Don't forget, tomorrow night, right here in Vegas, the Western Republican presidential debate, 8 p.m. Eastern, only here on CNN.